The Forest Stewardship Program is a powerful tool for promoting sustainable, healthy forest lands. This federal program within the U.S. Forest Service connects family forest owners with state foresters and other local resource professionals to achieve their conservation goals. It also opens doors to other programs and services that help families build a conservation legacy. Whether managing for timber, wildlife, recreation, or clean air and water, family forests in the Forest Stewardship Program help ensure a healthy future for all Americans. In the golden tree-lined hills of Sonoma County, California, Jim and Betty Dorkson are managing their 122 acres of forest lands to ensure forest health and protect the area from ravages of wildfire. But their stewardship goes far beyond that important goal. Their property is used for educational field trips as a model for stewardship throughout the region, and by people just seeking a little recreation time in the woods.
We're Jim and Betty Dirksen. We have a 122-acre tree farm on St. Helena Road, which is in Northern California. And I purchased this farm in 1967. So I've been here for a little over 40 years. When I started here, what information did I need? Everything, absolutely everything. I mean, what did I know? I've had help under these stewardship plans, and if you notice, you come through my gate, it says this is a stewardship forest. When we arrived here in 1967, it was a brushy hillside. It's a little hard to explain because today you look at the trees, it's hard to go ahead and say, okay, this was just a horrible fire hazard. And today, of course, you can see that we've got a pretty nice forest out there. Today, believe it or not, as of just recently, you can now buy fire insurance for a forest, but for the 40 years I've owned it, there was no fire insurance. So the fire insurance has to come from the owner.
The state forester made some recommendations to us and suggested thinning, pruning the trees up to 20 to 30 feet and reducing the fuel load, and then also creating fuel breaks surrounding the property if that's possible. The end result back here is we can feel more comfortable trying to reduce the fire hazard. We think we have a pretty special property here. It has not only redwoods but Douglas fir timber. It has a 3-acre pond. It has excellent roads, 3 miles of hiking trails.
I really consider at this point that we're an education center. We've had many workshops, everything from school kids to whatever, but I do a lot of professional workshops. The Forest Stewardship group has done quite a few. I think what they're trying to do is say, look, this is a great forest. These people have done the right thing, and you know, we need to do more of that.
There's a lot more people moving into these forested areas, and in order to live in an area like this, the way to do that is to work with the state forester and take advantage of these wonderful programs for thinning and managing the forest. And it's like having a garden. You know, you can't just let it be. You have to actually thin and do the pruning.
When I graduated and came to California, the one thing I knew immediately is I want to work with a forest. I want to create a forest, a healthy forest. And now that's going to take a lot of work. And that's why one of the goals is to go ahead and write a management plan, which I've done. I want to create the best forest ever.
It's allowed us to learn a lot more about our property, to appreciate, you know, the beauty of it, and to learn a lot more of what is here. And we've gotten to see every corner of our property and being able to access it, you know, just walking around. And it's almost a daily activity for us to be able to use this property as much as we do and then to share it. I don't think we would have had all these educational groups out here.
You know, it kind of goes on and on, but I really, this has kind of been my life's work. And you know, I've had a lot of help. especially these programs, these federal programs to improve our forests. They've been great. I don't think without those programs we would have ever achieved what we've achieved.